Welcome to another quick fire round of questions and answers from Cruising with John. These are the extended answers and questions that you, the viewers at home, have sent through to me. So let's go for it, Lisa.
How old do you need to be to go in the casino?
Now, this is always a question that nobody really answers, and it's a difficult one because different cruise lines have different rules. So, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Azamara, and Princess Cruises are all 18 years old. Now, if it's an Alaskan cruise, then you have to be 21. However, don't forget, on many of these cruise ships, the casino is located in a common walkway, so children will walk through them, but they're not allowed to stand and look around. So parents, you've been warned. Other cruise ships, such as MSC, especially around the Caribbean, or the Caribbean if you're English, they insist that you have to be 21 to go in the casino. Of course, cruise ships such as Disney, they don't have a casino. P&O, they do have bingo and racing days, and that will be in one of the bars, such as, I'm having a mind blank, anyway, we'll carry on. They will have racing and bingo days. Now, children can be around this as long as they're accompanied by an adult. So, anyway, you now know about the casinos. Next.
Do I need to book restaurants?
On some cruise ships, you need to go to customer services. However, check online through their website and also check on their apps. You can use a Royal Caribbean app for Royal Caribbean. Often things like P&O, MSC, they will allow you to book them through their website. Any specialty dining restaurants such as fine dining, etc., more than likely you will have to do it at customer services. Next.
Are cruises posh or casual?
Well, you know where the term posh came from, don't you? Port out, starboard home. Now, you know that posh cruises, yes, you can get them. Cunard, for example. However, most cruise lines these days want family vacations, so they're trying to entice families, so that includes children. Now, you'll find on all of the newer cruise ships that they want families on board. Now, they do, of course, do formal nights where they don't insist, but they ask you to dress to impress. But if you don't want to wear a tuxedo, or you ladies out there want to wear fine dresses, etc., then go to one of the buffet restaurants. But if you are going to go to one of the my time dining restaurants, then why not push the boat out and have one day to remember. Next.
Pounds, euros, or dollars on a ship?
Okay, so if you're on Royal Caribbean or I believe Princess, Celebrity, they'll all be dollars, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world. So you could be on Royal Caribbean cruise ship, sailing around the Mediterranean. You pay on board in dollars. However, when you get off, you'll pay in the currency of that country, usually euros. MSC, it'll be euros. P&O is pounds, and I think that's it. Next.
Should I travel to the port on the day before or on the day?
See, personally, I like to plan ahead. I don't like to rush around. So what I would do is, if you've got more than a 3-hour drive from, say, for example, if in the UK and you're going down to Southampton and you've got more than a 3-hour drive, then go down the night before. Nothing worse than getting in an accident or breaking down or getting in a traffic jam and missing your cruise. Nobody wants to start off a holiday like that. Obviously, if you're flying to a destination, that will be the day before. And if you've got a really long journey, but it's in the same country, go the day before. If it's an hour away, by all means, leave early, but travel on the day. Next.
How far in advance should I book things such as parking or excursions?
Parking, do it immediately after you've booked your cruise. The parking spaces get taken up very, very quickly, and you don't want to be leaving your car with somebody you don't trust. With regards to excursions, was it excursions? If it's excursions, now if you're booking with the cruise company, do it immediately because they will be taken up very quickly. There's very limited spaces. Now, obviously, if you've been watching my previous vlogs, you will know that I'm a keen advocate of booking excursions at the port. One, they'll be cheaper. Two, there'll be more variation. But if you're worried about what to find in the port, then book them on the cruise ship, but do it early. Next.
Do I need to have my passport with me all the time?
No, you don't. It's nothing worse than losing your passport at a port. Leave your passport in the safe. Your CPass card will be perfectly okay for getting in and out of the port. It effectively acts as your passport. Next.
When is the cheapest or best time to book a cruise?
The cheapest and best time to book a cruise is when you're on board the cruise ship. Now, obviously, if you're on P&O or Royal Caribbean or Celebrity, they will have a next vacation place where you can book a cruise. Now, the great thing about booking early and on the cruise ship is you get to choose your stateroom cabin. You get the pick of the crop. You get to choose, and you'll get the cheapest price that they have at the time. And of course, the person that's assisting you in booking the cruise will know everything about the place or the cruise ship that you are going on. Now, of course, if you're deciding, well, Royal's not for me or Celebrity's not for me, and you want to try something else, go to your travel agent and try and book early. Now, needless to say, there are cheap cruises closer to embarkation day, but that's usually the cruise ship trying to get cabins or staterooms filled before the cruise date. So going back, do it as soon as you possibly can. Next.
How much alcohol can I bring on board?
Well, this varies, to be honest with you, and it varies from cruise ship to cruise ship. So P&O, you have to be 18 years old. You can take 1 litre of wine, champagne, beer, spirits on board. So that's per person. If you're in America, you can take the same, but you have to be 21. Royal Caribbean, 750 millilitres of wine or champagne. Boxed wine they will not allow on, and that's per person. Cunard, it's 1 bottle of wine or champagne, and if you decide to consume it in the restaurant, they will charge you a $25 corkage fee. Fred Olsen, you can't take anything on board. Ambassador, again, nothing. Celebrity, you could take 2 bottles of wine on board. Princess Cruises, 1 bottle of wine or champagne per person. Again, they charge you a $15 corkage fee. MSC, you can't take anything on board. Regent Seven Seas, you can't take anything. Now, Oceania Cruises, according to their website, it's 6 bottles of wine per stateroom, not each. And then apart from, well, if you do one of their world cruises, believe it or not, it says you can take 60 bottles of wine on board. Wow, that's some serious drinking. Next.
Can I take an iron with me or a power adapter?
Now, again, the amount of times I've been in port and seen all these irons and power adapters that have been confiscated on a desk. My advice is leave the ironing to when you get home. If you need some laundry doing, get the cruise ship to do it for you. It's probably $20 and you fill a bag and they'll wash it and iron it for you. When it comes to power adapters, take a small, one of those Rubik's Cube size where it converts your plug to the other, say Euro to US or Euro to UK, and it's got lots of USB adapters on there. Just take one of those with you. There's normally enough plug sockets in your stateroom. Nothing worse than being embarrassed when they confiscate everything. Thank you ever so much for watching Cruising with John and our quick fire question and answers round. Don't forget, subscribe, like and hit the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you soon.